Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today we're diving into the world of United States quarters, the everyday coins we use all the time, but some of them are worth a fortune. That's right. Certain rare quarters can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their year, mint, mark, and condition. In this video, we're going to uncover the top 3 most valuable US quarter dollar coins you should be looking for in your change or coin collection. Stick with us until the end because you don't want to miss the details that make these quarters so special and highly collectible. Let's get started. First up, in today's video, we're diving deep into the 1995 United States quarter dollar coin, also simply known as the Washington quarter. Many of you may have this coin lying around in your pocket change, your old coin jar, or even tucked away in a family collection. But did you know that some of these coins can be worth far more than their face value of 25 cents? From common circulation pieces to rare mint errors and high-grade condition examples, the 1995 quarter has plenty of hidden secrets that make it exciting for collectors and resellers alike. Make sure to watch until the end because I'll share exactly how much certain versions of this coin have sold for at auctions. The Washington quarter, design first introduced in 1932, features a left-facing bust of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, you'll find the American eagle, with its wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This design was used up until the State Quarter series began in 1999. The 1995 quarter is part of this classic era, and although it may seem modern, it's already 30 years old and is increasingly sought after by collectors. When we talk about the 1995 quarter, we need to note that it was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark. Denver coins carry a small D mint mark, and San Francisco coins, which are special proofs, carry the S mint mark. The mintage numbers are also very important. Philadelphia struck over 1.1 billion coins. Denver produced around 1.13 billion, and San Francisco minted about 2.2 million proof coins. These huge numbers mean that most 1995 quarters are common in circulated condition, but their real value comes into play when we talk about uncirculated grades and special varieties. In circulated condition or regular 1995 quarter is usually only worth its face value, about 25 cents. However, collectors often pay around 50 cents to $1 for nice examples, especially if they are in better shape than what's normally found in pocket change. If you find an uncirculated coin straight from a mint set or in pristine condition, its value goes up significantly. In mint state grades like MS65 or higher, these coins can fetch between $5 and $20, depending on the mint mark and condition. The real excitement comes from coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A 1995 quarter graded MS67 or MS68 with perfect luster and no scratches can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. For example, a 1995D quarter in MS68 has sold for over $1,000, and even Philadelphia coins in the same grade have reached several $100. Proof coins from San Francisco are also highly collectible, especially if they are deep cameo examples, meaning they have strong contrast between the frosted design and the mirror-like background. Now let's talk about era coins, which are some of the most fun and valuable finds from 1995. Errors can include double strikes, off-center strikes, clipped blankets, and die cracks. Some collectors have also reported double die obverse and reverse varieties for this year, though they are scarce. If you spot unusual markings, doubling in the lettering, or misaligned designs on your quarter, it could be worth far more than the standard values. Certain dramatic mint errors have sold anywhere from $50 to over $500, depending on rarity and collector demand. Another important aspect to consider is condition and how to preserve these coins. If you find a 1995 quarter in exceptional shape, make sure not to clean it, as cleaning actually reduces its value. Store it in a protective holder, coin flip, or capsule to prevent scratches and tarnishing. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for original untouched coins with natural toning or bright luster. Let's also look at the silver proofs from this year. The US Mint issued special 90% silver proof sets in 1995, which included a silver version of the quarter. These coins are much rarer and more valuable than their copper-nickel counterparts. A silver-proof 1995 quarter can be worth $10 to $20 in standard condition, but perfect PR70 deep cameo examples have reached prices over $100. At auctions, these silver versions are especially popular with both coin collectors and silver bullion investors. If you're building a Washington quarter collection, the 1995 issue is an important piece to include. It represents one of the final years of the classic eagle reverse, designed before the state quarters began in 1999. Collectors often seek out full date runs, meaning every year and mint mark combination, so having a high-grade 1995 quarter is essential for completing the set. Whether you own the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mint version, these coins have both historical and collectible appeal. So to wrap things up, the 1995 United States quarter dollar might be common in your change, but don't overlook its potential. Circulated coins may only be worth face value, but high-grade examples, proof issues, silver proofs, and mint errors can all command significant premiums. Some pieces have even sold for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Always check your coins carefully, and if you think you've got a special one, consider having it graded. And remember, every coin has a story, and the 1995 quarter is more than just spare change. It could be a hidden treasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss more coin collecting videos like this one. Next up, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of United States quarters, focusing on the 2005 quarter dollar coin with the P mint mark. This coin was minted in Philadelphia and is part of the widely celebrated 50 state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. In this video, we'll break down its history, design, varieties, errors, values, and why it might be worth more than just 25 cents in your pocket change. So stick around till the end, and don't forget to subscribe for more rare coin updates. The year 2005 is especially interesting because 5 different state designs were released that year: California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, and West Virginia. Each of these quarters was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. Millions of these coins were minted, but not all are equal. Some special varieties and error coins can be extremely valuable to collectors, especially when found in pristine, uncirculated, or proof condition. On the obverse side, like all state quarters, you'll see the portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions "United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust," and of course the denomination quarter dollar. The key feature to look for is the P mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail, which tells you that this coin was struck in Philadelphia. Now let's talk about the reverse side, which is where the state-specific magic happens. For example, the California quarter features naturalist John Muir with Yosemite's half dome in the background. The Minnesota quarter showcases a lake, trees, and fishermen, highlighting the state's land of 10,000 lakes. Nickname Oregon depicts the scenic crater lake. Kansas shows a bison with wild sunflowers, and West Virginia highlights the historic New River Gorge Bridge. These designs not only represent history but also reflect American culture and pride. When it comes to mintage numbers, the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of each design, making them relatively common in circulation. However, condition matters a lot. A circulated 2005 P quarter is usually worth face value 25 cents, but if you find one in uncirculated condition, especially graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service, its value can jump to a few dollars. Proofs and special mint sets, which were not meant for circulation, are worth even more, depending on their condition and silver content. Errors are where things get really exciting. Some 2005 P quarters show striking errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped blankets, or weak strikes. One of the most famous is the 2005 Kansas in God We Rust error, where the T in trust is faint or missing due to a failed die. Coins like this can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100 depending on demand and grade. That's why it's important to always check your coins carefully under good lighting and magnification. Collectors also pay attention to varieties in die, states, and minting details. For example, minor differences in the bison's fur on the Kansas quarter or doubled inscriptions on the Minnesota quarter can make a coin significantly more desirable. These varieties might seem small, but to numismatists they tell a bigger story about the minting process and create opportunities for finding hidden treasures in everyday change. Now let's talk about investment value. While most 2005P quarters will remain common, high-grade examples certified by PCGS or NGC can be worth between $10 and $50. Rare era coins or unusual varieties can reach into the hundreds or even thousands in auctions. This shows the importance of not just collecting but also understanding grading and authentication, as these factors can dramatically influence a coin's market price. So should you keep every 2005P quarter you find? The answer depends on its condition. Circulated examples aren't typically worth more than face value, but uncirculated or error coins are definitely worth holding onto. If you have rolls of these quarters from 2005 sitting around, it's worth taking the time to search through them carefully, as you might be sitting on a hidden gem. Remember, patience and knowledge are the keys in coin collecting. Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2005P quarter dollar coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video about coin values, history, and collecting tips. Share this video with friends who love coins and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare 2005 quarter in your collection. Who knows, your everyday pocket change might just turn into big money. Next up today, we're diving deep into the 2007 D-Mint quarter. That's the US quarter struck at the Denver Mint, and we're doing a full no stone unturned breakdown history, how to identify your coin, grading, what affects value, common errors and varieties, how to store and display a top collection, realistic price ranges, and yes, the exact things you should look for if you want to flip a find for profit. Stick with me through the whole video, and if you enjoy this kind of content, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and drop a comment with the weirdest coin you've ever found in your pocket. Let's start with the basics. What is the 2007 D quarter? Short version, it's a 25-cent piece from the US Mint with the small D Mint mark, meaning it came from Denver. It was produced as part of the US circulating coinage, and unless it's a special uncirculated piece or an error, it's a working coin meant to be used. Design-wise, the obverse carries the familiar John F. Kennedy or Washington portrait, depending on the series if you're talking about state, territory, or regular quarters, and the reverse bears the design issued that year, state, territory, or America the Beautiful national park design, depending on the exact 2007 program. The important practical takeaway for collectors: most 2007 D quarters you pull from circulation are common and worth face value. What makes a 2007 D interesting is condition, provenance, unopened rolls, mint sets, or an unusual strike error. Now let's talk identification and condition, the single most important factor when determining whether a 2007 D quarter is worth more than 25 cents. First, the mint mark, a clear D on the coin on the obverse or reverse depending on series, identifies Denver. Second, examine where circulated coins will show smoothing on high points like hair, cheek, or eagle feathers. Uncirculated coins will show full luster and crisp details. Third, look for proof-like surfaces or deep cameo contrasts. Those are rare in circulation and usually reserved for proofs or specially treated coins. And fourth, always inspect the rim and lettering for doubling, die cracks, or repunching. These subtle features are where value hides. If you want to grade at home, learn the difference between good, fine, extremely fine about uncirculated and mint data. Sharply struck MS65 plus Denver coin is where you start to see premiums. If you're wondering about typical market values, let's be realistic. Most circulated 2007 D quarters are worth face value 25 cents. That's because the Denver Mint produced millions, and everyday wear keeps them common in uncirculated condition. Modest premiums appear in MS62. MS63 grade might fetch slightly above face, maybe $1 or $2 from a collector depending on demand. When you get into certified mint state grades, MS65 and up, the price climbs. Certified coins with full luster and no bag marks can be worth several dollars to collectors. Now the big exceptions: error coins, double dies, major die gouges, broad strikes, off-center strike, or significant planchet defects can sell for far more, sometimes tens, hundreds, or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity, and I appeal the rule of thumb. Most are 25. The interesting ones are worth grading and researching. Let's dig into the kinds of errors and varieties you should watch for on a 2007 D quarter. Double die obverse DDO and double die reverse DD are where lettering or design seams doubled are high on the radar. Off-center strikes where part of the design is missing. Broad strikes where the rim is incomplete. Clipped Blankets from improper cutting and die breaks that create raised lines or blobs on the coin can all significantly increase value. Another common thing to look for is repunched mint marks. If the D looks like it has a ghost image behind it, that could be a repunched mint mark. Variety lighting matters. When you inspect these features, use strong side light and magnification 10x loop or better, and photograph suspect coins for research. Okay, storage and preservation. How to keep your 2070 quarters in the best possible condition so they actually gain value instead of losing it. First, handle coins by the edges, never the faces. Oils from your skin will create spots and destroy luster. Use cotton gloves for high-grade pieces. Second, store uncirculated coins in inert holders. Mylar flips hard. Plastic slabs if you plan to get them certified or archival to buy two holders for singles. Third, avoid PVC plastics and keep coins in a stable low humidity environment around room temperature. Fourth, if you have rolls or mint sets, keep them unopened and away from sunlight. Original packaging has collector value too. Finally, document provenance. Where and when you acquired a coin matters to collectors and can support higher prices. If you're buying or selling, negotiation and authentication tips. Always get potentially valuable pieces authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC before expecting top dollar for modest pieces. Use clean, well-lit photos if selling online and describe grade, any known defects, and how it was stored. If you're buying in person from shows or local dealers, bring a loupe and a small magnet to check for non-magnetic planchet anomalies and be prepared to walk away from deals that smell fishy. For higher value coins, ask for return policy details and provenance documentation. And remember, the coin market is emotional. A beer may pay a premium for eye appeal even if a coin grades lower. Now here are some advanced collecting strategies specific to Denver Mint quarters, like the 2007D. Strategy 1. Roll hunting. Buy sealed rolls and open them in front of your camera. It's content gold for YouTube, and you can find circulated gems occasionally. Strategy 2. Focus sets. Collect one coin of each variety grade from a single year or series. It narrows your search and creates an attractive narrative for viewers or buyers. Strategy 3. Error specialization. If you're intrigued by mint errors, study diagnostics and build relationships with error-focused dealers who can validate unusual pieces. Strategy 4. Certification arbitrage. Sometimes raw coins are undervalued. Confident graders who submit to PCGS and GC can dramatically increase a coin's market price if it receives a high grade or an error attribution. Let's do a quick myth-busting segment because misinformation spreads fast in coin forums. Myth: all old quarters are valuable. Truth: age alone doesn't equal value. Rarity, mintage, condition, and demand. Do myth: a shiny coin from the 2000s is automatically worth money. Truth: shine can be from cleaning, and cleaning often destroys value. Myth: if it has a mint mark, it's scarce. Truth: mint marks just indicate origin. Denver D produced huge runs. Myth: every error is worth thousands. Truth: only documented and scarce errors with collector demand command those prices. Finally, let's wrap up with what to do if you think you found something special. First, don't clean it. Second, photograph it from multiple angles with consistent lighting. Third, compare it to verified examples online and in price guides, but be cautious. Not all online sources are accurate. Fourth, if it appears to be a notable error or high-grade piece, consider submitting it to a reputable grading service for authentication. Fifth, if you want to sell, get multiple offers, local dealers, auction houses, and online marketplaces, and weigh convenience against price. If you want to keep it, store it correctly and add it to your collection log with acquisition details. Alright, that's a deep dive on the 2070 quarter. Quick recap: most are worth face value. Condition and errors change everything, and careful handling plus authentication are your best friends. If you think you've got something special, if you found this helpful, please like the video, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss future roll hunts and coin breakdowns. And if you want, drop a comment or a photo of your 2070 quarter and I'll take a look. I do regular live roll openings and grading walkthroughs, so if you want your coin featured, mention it below and I'll pick a few to examine on stream. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, collect smart, and I'll see you in the next hunt.